All right, Lit Room, episode 51.
Get in here, come in here.
Step in here.
And welcome to the Lit Room.
The Lit Room.
Hey, everybody.
What up?
Welcome. If it is your first time here. If it is your first time here, welcome to the Lit Room podcast. We are your hosts. I'm Keeks, and that's
Trey.
Yep. And if you're already in the Lit gang, the Lit fam, welcome back. Welcome.
But I mean it.
Right. Welcome beyond venue. Welcome. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I am good.
You good?
I am good. How? Oh, you said you were good.
I'm good. Yeah.
That's right.
I just.
Okay.
51.
51 plus
more.
45 would be?
45 with P.
Oh, that's a lot of math. I wish there was a light that would come on. There it is. Yes. If you all heard that, that means that it is time for the
I'll give you the red light special.
Yes, it is time for the red light special. Trey, who is our red light special for today?
This is Emmanuel Hill. I don't know if you saw this video. He was the guy that was in the Walmart and he got over the loudspeaker and he said he was asking people to come help him because no one came to help him. So he took matters in his own hands. It was like on the shade room and everything. And I just wanted
Was he in like the electronics?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. You remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I want him to be red light because I just love the fact that he took matters into his own hands
and did it.
and did it.
Of COVID. So I'm sitting here waiting. Cause y'all think I'm finna mess out on PPP loans this time?
God damn it on that! Bro, fuck you, Mama Webble. Body comb, Mama Pinga.
Attention Walmart managers, a customer needs assistance in electronics. I've been waiting here for a while, about 30 minutes. My baby mama calling me, she tripping. Can y'all please come back to the electronic area so I can get a portable charger, please? Somebody? Anybody with a key? Please, thank you very much. I'm in the electronic area. Thank you.
It's like he's my hero in some
For just picking up the phone. And
We've
doing what
all
we
been there,
all want
wanted to do. So you have to be the red light, sir. I'm sorry. That
Yes. You earned it.
you earned that. You earned that. But check him out. I think he has other stuff going on his page. Didn't really get into all of it, but great guy. Applaud you. But moving right along.
Moving right along. Yes, ladies, gentlemen, and everything in between, because there's a lot. It is now time for the
Wait,
topic of today.
that threw me off. Okay.
T-O-T.
T-O-T.
And I think it threw up B too. T-O-T.
Hey,
Topic of today.
okay.
T-O-T.
Hey.
Topic of today.
What was that?
T-O-T.
Hey.
Topic of today. Alrighty then. What is our
I gotta go to my notes. I'm sorry.
topic?
T-O-T is,
Right.
do you feel like your friends should be friends with your ex.
Whoa.
Do you feel
Touchy.
like your friends should be friends with your ex?
Touchy.
Woo.
Touchy.
Dropping them hoes. Drop them hoes.
All right, guys. So without further ado, let's get your swipers ready. And let's get into it. All right, like you heard it here first from that guy right there, Trey. Our topic of today is: do you feel like your friends should be friends with your exes? How do you feel about your friends being friends with your exes after it's all said and done? Are we still friends with said friends? Okay, P said it's a fight. Hands down. He said it's lit. It's a fight, hands down.
It's a fight.
It's a fight.
I'm asking.
Oh, no, I'm saying that's what he said.
Oh,
He said it's lit.
okay.
I think that if the friend, no, not a friend. I think that if the ex was a good, I think that if the ex was a good person and we didn't have a bad breakup, because 9 times out of 10, I'm still gonna be friends with them too. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean it's fine.
But you gotta define what friend
But
is.
most of my bad ones, I'll say that, my bad breakups. No, you
Don't be
cannot.
that fierce.
You cannot be friends with.
Okay, what about
that ex?
But what about like speaking to him and hey and da da da.
That's
da.
friend. That's being friendly.
That's so don't be friendly.
Don't be friendly. Listen,
don't even say.
First of all, I'm not even that type of person to tell you who you can and can't be friends or friendly with or to. Right, but out of respect, because you knew what I went through with that person, right? Like you know everything, not everything, but you know how that person is.
Mm-hmm.
So no, why? What you got? No, why?
So let me ask you this: if and I'm not even gonna say me, we just gonna give a whole hypothetical. So if you're real cool with a chick or whatever, like you're like y'all are like real good friends, and she had a bad breakup with a guy, right? And you're already like, okay, girl, like we ain't friends with him no more, da 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 da, blah blah blah. Now, if you see that guy somewhere, how do you not be friendly if he walk up and be like, hey, Keeks, da da da? Like, what do you? Do you just side eye him? Do you just walk away from him? Like, what do you do in that moment? Just keep walking.
We're not here anymore. Hey. I can't answer any of your questions about her. Don't try to get any information through me about her from
because
through me.
I'm not gonna say I've been in that situation, but I know people who it became an argument between the two friends because they were like, why are you talking to the ex? Like, why are you being friendly? And that other person was like, well, I don't know how to be. Like, we're in a setting and of course we know each other, but it was kind of like one of those things where I'm just going to say Ashley and Megan. Okay. So Ashley had an ex and Ashley is no longer with the ex. Right. And then, she's friends with Megan. Okay. Megan saw him out and she was like way friendly and it got back to Ashley.
But was ex being like way friendly with her or she approached? See, that's
what I'm saying. The ex came to Megan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. Like Megan didn't walk up to him or anything like that. Like
that's different.
She was just like, Ashley was very mad at Megan because she was like, what are you doing? Like everybody's saying that y'all damn near took pictures and stuff together.
I mean, if he hugged on her and like, because when people come in for a hug, you really don't know where to go. Right? You're like, without it being like.
And
this
that's what
whole
Megan
thing.
kept saying. And I was telling Ashley, I was just trying to be like mediator, like, yeah, like we get what you saying, Ashley, but come on now, like this still is your friend. It's not like y'all
didn't sit there and talk about her. with each other,
she
like,
was just like, we were at a event and I didn't want it to be like extremely awkward or just give a whole attitude, because then everybody be like, well, what they got going on, or why she just da.
Right.
Even though, but she said it was just really just a real good 5 minutes. But like I was telling Ashley, like
5.
she was like, it was a good 5 minutes of just banter and
sis.
conversation, this and that. And Ashley was like, well, girl, why? And she kept on saying, well, I was trying to get out of the situation,
Okay.
and nobody was there to save me.
Your phone?
But I was like, in that moment, I was like, well, Megan, you could have just been like,
Good to see you.
bye.
Bye.
You
And even when you do come in for a hug, you put this hand up real quick. Be like, oh, sorry. Just high five. I'm glad you're alive.
But yeah, I just remember that because I was just like it was a whole situation between those two, and
They both have valid points.
yeah. But I just feel like you said, like, if somebody's reaching for a hug and you
really have nowhere to go. Especially those aggressive huggers, like you really have nowhere to go. Like sometimes I can get out of a hug by putting my hand up and going for a 5, like, all right, like coming around. But those aggressive huggers, when you really don't have nowhere to go, like your arms can't even leave your body before you even know that your cheek is in the person's chest. You don't have anywhere to go. So I mean, if you really don't have an option, then you can't. I agree, girl. Like you couldn't get out of it. But 5 minutes, that's 5 minutes too long, baby girl.
Because it came back to her.
It's so good to see, and that's what I would have had in my head the entire time. Like somebody's gonna tell my friend. If I don't, somebody's gonna tell my friend. Like of course I'm gonna run back and tell her. Like
Ashley was like, you didn't think to tell me.
See, I would have told you. I would have been like,
yeah. So it was one of those things too, and I was just like, oh God, like this is. I was just like, y'all just need a break.
The hole just kept getting
it just kept digging deeper, and Megan was like, granted, everybody doesn't think the same, but you gotta, girl code, guy code, friend code. You gotta know what to do in that situation.
I'm not gonna be mad at you if y'all aren't like sitting there like talking about me or
like that. Megan was saying that, and I almost said the girl. Megan was saying that she said because he was a tall one. So he caught her off guard and he just hugged her. And then, he was like, just regular, like, who you here with, da-da-da-da-da. But Megan was saying in that moment she felt like he was looking for Ashley without saying it. But she was just like, okay, instead of trying to like get her out of the situation, but he was still like talking like, so what y'all doing after this and like
trying
stuff
to see
like
if they
that.
gonna be together later,
right? And that's what she kept trying to tell me. She was like, girl, no, you should have told me, you should have called me, you should have texted me, you should have something.
Listen, I know my friends tell me I saw such yeah, nope. Don't hold no conversation. And folks, I know people will reach out, and I know people will reach out on his end and be like, what's such and such doing? I don't know. I ain't with him right now. Call him.
Go see.
Check and see.
Go see.
I feel like you're cutting it close if y'all are sitting there talking about the person
right
with each other. But if it's literally like, hey, how you doing? Like I mean, we know the same person. We know each other mutually. So like, how you been? That's fine. Quick, I'm good. How you?
Okay.
And then after how you?
All right.
Good to see you.
Have a good night.
That is
nice night.
That's it. That's all it has to be. It don't have to be no more than that. Now, the more it becomes, then it's like, oh, I'm gonna start asking her questions about this thing, and I'm gonna start asking him questions about this thing, and I'm gonna start asking questions about this, because sooner or later they're trying to figure out what X is doing.
Right.
Friend, they don't want you. Friend, you are a part of the ploy. You're a part of the plan. You're a part of the plot. They either want you to get back. They're either trying to figure out how to get back to that person, or they're going to try to play that person and you, maybe. Try to keep you in a circle.
What if I was genuinely more...
Well, then you should have said something before.
But what if I hadn't met the friend until the ex?
Well, see, no, we're talking about in the sense of y'all are friends. Like, your friends know my friends and my friends know your friends. So your friends can't be, like, your friends continue to be friends with your ex. Like, y'all know each other's friend groups.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't have friends. That's my remedy for that situation.
And that's what happens, because you shouldn't still be like, those people know his story, right? Those people know what he went through with that person. So for you to go and be buddy with the person who hurt me, it's like, oh, okay, so you have no chill for me. Like, you're okay with that? Oh, okay, great. Like,
So,
you can go be friends with that person then.
Yeah, that's
because that
fine.
person didn't do me any good. And if y'all are going to be on the same page, and that's how you rock, then I know what kind of type of person you are, and I know what type of person and type of attitudes you put up with. Yeah. And so he is absolutely right for not having those friends anymore, because, or I'll say valid, because there's really no right or wrong answer to anything that we talk about on this show.
It's not. It's
But there are
comfortable for you.
Yes, but there are topics that we agree. There are times when we definitely agree more so about one subject than the other, or lean a certain way more so than we do on one or the other. But yeah, that's a valid reason. Like, in his situation, I don't know if y'all were able to hear him, but he was just saying that a lot of his friends used to be friends. His friends are also his exes, but his friends knew about an ex that cheated on him for a really long time, and cheated on him more times than she could count. And they knew, right? They still talk to the ex. Why? I don't know. If it's not benefiting them, that's my thing too, though. Pause. How is my ex benefiting my friends?
They're not.
Like, unless it's really legitimate, like, business stuff, or y'all are wanting to go into business together, still gonna look at you kind of side eye. Like, I'm still gonna give you a side eye, and be like, why?
But you know something, now that I'm thinking?
Excuse me? You said it like you don't think.
I don't. So
Now that I'm thinking.
Hey, listen.
Now that my brain is working.
my situation, I'm thinking about this now. So a friend, one of my friends, I don't even know if I should call it their ex though. It was just somebody that they were talking to heavily. Like, yeah, whatever.
If there were feelings.
Okay, so
Was there an attachment?
It was an attachment, but I don't think it was a relationship.
Right, but there was attachment.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they
Don't
have,
say names.
I'm trying not to. They have recently been hitting me up, like
Ex?
the ex.
Wait, pause. I'm confused.
Okay,
Your
so
friend.
my friend.
Oh, okay. That's all I needed.
My friend.
Your
I'ma
friend's
say
ex.
Teddy is my friend.
I don't need names. Your friend's
It's gonna
ex.
help me tell the story.
Okay.
So Teddy, my friend.
No, Lord.
Teddy, my friend, and the ex, Jason. Jason
Has been hitting you.
hitting me.
Okay.
But I'm confused now because
feel like there wasn't really a relationship?
No.
Oh.
Like, I know that there wasn't a relationship between Teddy and Jason, but the fact that Jason is like really trying me, like trying to get my number and da 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 and blah 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 blah.
To do what though?
I'm just gonna jump out there and say they want to talk to me on a more grown up level.
Okay.
Right? Because they're like, let's hang out. Like Jason's like, let's hang out. And I'm like, why? Like, you used to. And then I even asked the question. I was like, you and Teddy, like, y'all did
Do.
did y'all do the do? Like this, I just went out there and just asked, and Jason was like, no, like we didn't. So then
You had to ask Teddy.
I asked. I was like, but I asked in a way because granted, like me and Teddy,
That wouldn't get you caught up.
right? Granted, me and Teddy are like cool, but we're not like cool.
You're not
cool.
besties.
Right? Because if we were besties, I would just know that,
Right.
you know. So I was just, and then they were like, well, no, but I really did like Jason, and that was all lit for me because I was like, well, you really did like Jason, but then Jason's like in my DM right now, and he even said, you know, he never, when I brought up Teddy, he kind of talked about Teddy, but he didn't want to talk about Teddy no more. And then he was just like, oh, y'all cool, y'all friends. I was like, I consider him a friend, not like a best friend, but he's a friend. And Jason was like, oh, well, I wish I would have talked to you first. And I was like, oh, God. And I'm just like, but granted, I'm not attracted to Jason.
But it's still like
But I was just thinking about that because I was just like, I guess I'm not a part of the plan because obviously Jason's not trying to get back to Teddy, but it just made me.
He may be, he might not be trying to get back to, but is he trying to get back at?
That's what I was thinking because I was also thinking that too because I was like, well,
Or
I don't remember
back
them
in the circle.
I don't know. Maybe I am part of the plan.
So at, in, and with, with.
Yeah. But yeah, I just thought it was the weirdest thing.
But see, here's my thing, and this may be taking it a little left, but not really. How do you feel about the whole like friend rule? Like, if your friend dated them or if your friend liked them, but nothing ever happened, would you talk to that person?
That's kind of iffy. I'm going to just say this, and the community, I know y'all are watching. I feel as though it's starting to be the norm where within like just I'm gonna just say like gay guys and what gay groups or whatever like that, like you'll have like, okay, two guys, and this is something that I witnessed like this year, two guys engaged or they may be married, right? Mm-hmm. But within that, you may have, they both have best friends who maybe the ex or something in the room slept with that person, and then it's kind of like a triangle where like everybody has either talked to
6
or this and that,
separation.
and I'm just like, I was so lost. This was back in April, but I was so lost when I was in the house because everybody was talking because they were like, oh no, he used to talk to him, and then I was like, well, wait, I thought they were friends, and then I don't know, and then everybody's looking at me because I may seem crazy, but I'm just like, what? It seems like this is just one big orgy at this point because it's like everybody has.
But nobody cares anymore about that rule.
Don't nobody care about that anymore. And literally everybody has slept with somebody besides me in the room.
I know that I used to feel bad if like, and this is like when I was little, like middle school.
Mm-hmm.
I would feel bad if like a little boy that liked me, my friend liked. But they didn't like my friend.
Oh,
right. But I would be like kind of caught in the middle because I don't know. Like here she is always saying like, "Oh, I like him, and this is my crush," and blah blah blah. And here he is on the other end, like, "I like you." Oh.
And then the crazy thing is about like he knows she likes him.
Yeah, because I'm telling him,
right?
Like,
and
she
he
like
don't
you.
care.
I can't. No. Like, that's me. The entire. It was rough. It was rough. That's why when he said he was in a situation where he liked his friend, he liked the friend and didn't know. That's why I said you should have said something before y'all started, because that's kind of what boat I was in. Like nobody ever said anything to me because I was the friend, and then they'd be like, "Oh, but I like you," and I'm like, "You should say something before you start liking my friend, because I mean before my friend started liking you at least or something, because I can't."
I just want to see the whole lineup so I can just take my pick and go from there.
Sooner or later, I had to get over it because a lot of people were just like, because I was this way for a while. I was this way like in high school, and people were like, "Girl, people are gonna like people, and people aren't gonna like people." Like at the end of the day, like when you grow up, people aren't gonna like certain people who they like, and you just gotta have to deal with it. And I'm like, I know, but I don't want to be the bad person, and yeah. I don't know. It's hard. That's hard. That situation is that. Yes, it's hard and it's sad, because who's gonna break to the friend when y'all start talking to each other to be like, so by the way, I know that I was supposed to be the one trying. It's like a freaking rom-com, like a romantic comedy. I'm the friend that was supposed to be getting those two together, but this one starts liking me, and it's
a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. But your situation kind of sounded the same, so that's why it reminded me. Like, how do people feel about that whole like, can I talk to my friends now that we're older? If things have happened between said ex and friend, like, I guess you're still kind of in the clear because they didn't have relation. Well, you really don't know.
I don't. You
don't know what to trust right now.
But it's like my gut is telling
you they
me
did.
that even if it wasn't like full on heated fellowship, something intimate happened.
Right. Well, they had time together.
Right. So that's why I was like, no. Because then another thing, like, I don't know. You know how you think like far into like future, and then you like, okay, what if you marry this person or this and that, and then everybody is at the thing at the wedding, and then people are like, I did this and that with that person, and I did this and that and that.
But that's what it's gonna be like now. Nowadays, that's what it's gonna be like. Like, oh yeah, I did. Oh yeah, we did something. Like, can we all not just have something to ourselves? But I guess it doesn't matter anymore. I don't know. Everybody's swapping spit and licking stuff nowadays, so it doesn't matter.
But and then also, I don't know why this. I don't even know if this has anything to do with the topic, but if like, how should you feel if someone is still cool with their ex? I don't even know if we had this topic.
Wait. How should you feel?
Like you're the new boo, but they're still friends with the old boo. I mean, I guess that's a
there
whole
has
nother
to be
situation.
Yeah, it is. But no, it's still kind of. There has to be boundaries.
Boundaries.
Excuse me. For me, yeah, I would. I don't care about you. Again, I'm not the type of person to tell you who you can and can't be friends with. But I feel like there should be boundaries, because at some point you're gonna feel some type of way about me if I were to do the same thing. Like just figure out how you want me to act according, and then then we'll figure it out, and then we will act accordingly. Like, we'll be in this relationship accordingly. Okay. So if you feel like you can do whatever you want to do with your ex best friend, your ex who is now that friend,
yeah,
then I got friends over here too that are like that for me. So are you okay with me doing that same stuff that you feel like in front of you too? Are you okay? And if we all are, then hey, there's nothing wrong with it. But if you can't,
but don't think I agree with what you're saying, but I don't want anybody to feel like if I'm saying, don't, I have the same situation, can you handle it as well? That's not me being petty. That's just me being real.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, like that's not me like. I'm
putting you in your shoes,
right,
in the shoes that you want to be in. You need to see if
this is your real friend now,
ride or die, okay?
Right. So I have the same thing. Right. I get what you're saying.
If you can handle it, then fine. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what I can handle, seeing you do, what I can handle y'all going out and stuff like this, and what I'm going off of what you're telling me now. Mm-hmm. So now you have to show me that y'all are just friends, and that's where it is. That's where it lands. That's where it stops. Done. And if we can handle it together, we'll make it through. We'll make it on through.
Because I know some people that just be like, no, you can't be friends.
Oh yeah, there are people who can't be friends with their exes.
But I'm just like,
But again, you shouldn't be the person. People can't tell people who to be
friends with.
Yeah. Ever. Let them learn their lesson on their own. I'm just saying, you need to be, because not for 1 second do I need you to think that you can do whatever you want to do while I'm over here like, oh yeah, he only loves me and it's just me, and then no. Nope. Because I feel like that's giving you, I feel like if I do that and I just sit over here and I'm like, I take it, I feel like I'm giving you permission to then I'm giving you permission to feel like you can do whatever.
And that's, yeah.
Or I don't want you to feel like you have a pass
to do whatever. Because you don't.
Not at all. Not at all. So would you be friends with your friend's ex? Friends is a that's a loose term. That's a big
strong word.
That's a strong word. Friends, no.
I wouldn't be friends.
I don't know about acquaintances.
It just depends on the situation.
Yeah, like I said, if it was a good person, y'all had an amicable breakup, yeah, we can all be cool. If we all can be cool, sure. But if it's bad breakup, you hurt my friend, you did this and that to my friend, what kind of relationship did y'all get? Now, my situation, I don't want to say, because people probably have this situation, especially if you have a best friend like I have. He gets these bromances. So sometimes
I'm likable, believe it or not.
Sometimes.
Because I'm not the typical, and that's why they like me.
Right. So sometimes they
break up with me too, and I'd be sad.
Yes.
I'd be so sad.
But he has the friendship accordingly, and he acts accordingly, and when it's over, it's over.
But they hurt me. I just don't understand.
Oh my gosh.
Why would you want to do that to me? I mean, we're a package, granted, but why?
Like, he stops talking to them. And some ask questions, but
they'll
I don't
try to start,
Yeah,
but I'm like,
I don't think
we're broken up.
I don't think he does. He may talk to them about me, but it's not in a way that I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And I think he knows the limit.
But I also feel as though when they do talk, they know my boundaries.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I was going to say. Like,
they
I
don't-
think
yeah.
you know.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. So
You know where the
It's-
cutoff is.
it's not that bad, but yeah, I be having bromances, like real ones. Like it be so
And he's
crazy.
only, well, since we've been in a relationship.
Way.
He's only been in one actual relationship since I've known him. But he's been in, several relations since I've known him.
Yes.
But like a full on like somebody that would be sad as a tree. Full on relationship.
Mm-hmm.
One. And I didn't really get close to that person because he was weird.
Yeah.
He was. And I think he was young. Was he younger than us? I don't even know if you remember. I don't know his name, baby. I don't remember his name.
Yeah, he's younger.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that much though.
Okay, but he was younger
Yeah,
than us.
yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know. I could tell he was younger. But yeah, I didn't get, like, he knew about me. He knew who I was to him, but I just didn't get. And sometimes you don't have to worry about stuff like that. Like, sometimes you don't even have to worry about your friends being close to your people that you're with.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. He didn't have to worry about that because
Didn't.
I
But the next one.
didn't.
The next one. I said ones. One.
Like I said, he's been in relations.
Right.
And they know who I am.
They know her shit too.
Yeah, but we're not. I'm not gonna get close to nobody you're in relations with.
Yeah, that makes
'cause
sense.
I don't know if they're gonna stay.
Right.
we want to get close to people who gonna stay.
They don't be trying to stay. Or maybe it's just me.
I was
It's
about
me.
to say it's a different story.
It's me. I'm sorry.
Different topic where
It's
we
a
will
whole
have to look
different
into
topic.
ourselves and figure out what's wrong with this relationship.
Get in my soul. Oh, because I had a conversation about that too the other day. Where people were like, I guess after you get a certain age, people are wondering why.
You're still single?
Yeah. And that question used to bother me, but now I get it now. I get it. I get the question now when somebody asks it versus
Back
when
then you hadn't
back
gotten
then.
it.
Yeah.
Why do you get it now?
Because I don't know, like I guess I was on the other end where I was like, well, how old are you? And they told me how old they were. And then I started to question, like,
You asked the question.
yeah, I started asking the
okay.
questions, and then I was like, well, why are you single? Because it's like everything checks off.
I think after 30, it
And
kind of gets a
then
little harder.
Now I'm like, are you like,
Maybe. I don't know. It's
might
just
be
hard.
something wrong
Like your
with
numbers
you.
start. The number of
Yeah.
people that you have in your fish tank in the pond. Something happens. Something happens.
But yeah, I mean, I get it now. I get the reason. Like, how old are you? And you got pretty much everything sort of going on. So what is wrong? Like, what's wrong with you? Like, is there something wrong with you? You, right. So I understand now. Because I was asking the questions. And then I was like, this is why people ask me this. Okay. But yeah.
I'm all right with it to a certain extent. No, but if it was like bad, no. How about you?
Certain extent, but bad, like absolutely not. I can't,
Your friend situation, the story that we were talking about, I not necessarily wouldn't be her friend anymore, but I'd be mad at her.
Yeah, she was pissed. I don't their friendship their friendship is not what it used to be, let's just say that.
Yeah.
But it's it's understandable. I don't want to say a whole lot but yeah.
Support.
Yeah, support.
All right, so we are going to wrap up.
I'm good.
Oh, okay. All hearts and minds clear. We're going to wrap this up. We're going to put it in a box, and we're going to wrap it up, and we're going to tie it up, and we're going to throw it away. Okay. All right. And then we are going to play the game. Ooh, that game intro. It takes a minute to come in, doesn't it? Woo wee. We are at a 1979 arcade. What is going on? Trey, what's the game?
We are going to play One Has to Go.
One has to go.
And this is music edition.
Music edition today.
So one has to go.
I love them all.
I'm gonna vote for the one I don't recognize.
I'm going to say Nas.
That's the dude I don't recognize.
I'm going to say Nas as well.
I love Nas, though. I do. I like you a lot. But
I like him.
Three of those.
I like him.
I
as a
have
person.
a lot of their stuff. Like, I think I have like a couple of your stuff. Nas is ill, though. He deserves to be in that top.
He does.
You know, but
Definitely.
one has to go.
Nas. Yeah. Oh, Devlin Smaller. There we go. Yes. P is the man.
Dr. Dre. Again, I have all three of those.
You say Dr. Dre?
But I have songs from the Chronic 2001. I just don't have the whole album. But I have the whole, like, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say 50.
Boy, please. That was a
I ain't say it was that good.
good album.
But I'm going to say 50.
Now, are we saying the album or the rapper?
That album.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that was a good one. That was a good one. Probably his best.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Oh, that one's kind of, there we go. So one of the albums.
Mary, I'm sorry.
What? Oh, God. You didn't like My Life?
No, it's not that I didn't like My Life. It's just like the other three. Actually,
I'm going to say
how would you say Jill Scott? I had to think.
Jill's.
I thought that was somebody else.
Who did you?
We're not talking about it. We are not going to talk about it.
I'm going to say who is Jill Scott.
Lord, you got a whole layout on the thing. Thank you for the game, Trey. How can they reach us?
All right, so we are on YouTube. Please make sure that you are liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting, all of that stuff. We are also on Facebook. Our Facebook is The Lit Room Podcast. Please make sure that you tag us on Facebook using @TheLitRoom. We have Instagram. Our Instagram is The Lit Room Podcast. We also have Gmail. Get in touch with us on Gmail, thelitroompodcast@gmail.com. We are on SoundCloud, The Lit Room. We also have Twitter, The Lit Room. So much lit room. Just continue to just search and look for and da 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 this and that and blah 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 blah. And yep, that's how you found us.
A lot. My ears are ringing. We cannot leave this episode without thanking our sponsors, which are the Creative Chick, Omni Hair, and Pecan Production.
Pecan.
Yes. And we want to thank you so much for watching the show and being faithful fans. And watching and laughing and laughing to us. But write it in the comments. Like the stuff. Talk to us.
Be loyal.
I think you all are loyal. I just want you to talk to us loyally. There it is. Interact with us.
Loyal interactions.
To get that off of the screen. All right, like we always say, stay lit.
Stay lit.
Bye.
Bye.